Hey guys, it's your pontiff, Archieluxury. And guys, we're coming to you from the Seuss studio. Cheers, coffees for closers. So guys, I want to talk to you. What's going on? What is going on? So guys, let's get the audience. Let's get people in the audience. Let's get it happening, guys. Let's happen. Let's get Rolex on. Here we go. Pasting the comment now. Pasting the link. The link is there. Let's go on the show. Come on. I want to talk Rolex. That's right. I want to talk about it. And I gotta tell you, man. I gotta tell you, it's a tricky thing. Rolex. What do you do? What do you do, guys? It's hard. It's very, very hard indeed. There. I've got to tell you honestly, there have been many things in life that aren't easy. Rolex supply issues cause anger. Here we go. We got Rolex. Let's get him on here. Hello. We got him on. Rolex, how are you?
Hey, how's it going, Arch?
And Plastic Water Pump.
Hey, Pontiff.
Hey, Plastic. How's it going?
Yeah, great, man. Just got a short one today. I've got kids life saving on, man. So can't be here too long.
That's okay. And we got Marco. Hello.
What's up, Arch?
Hey, who's this? Marco.
No, I'm just a viewer.
Hey, that's cool, man. Stay there. That's cool. We don't like
Hey,
pets,
Marco.
but Marco, if you're gonna stay here, get rid of that stupid avatar. We don't like dogs on this channel. I hate dogs. I hate dogs. I don't like them. They sniff butts. Oh, it's disgusting creatures. Please, can you change
They
that
eat feces
avatar?
too.
Oh, it's disgusting. Now, let's have a talk here. Plastic water pump. Did you like the coverage of the plastic water pump?
I love them, man. It was so good. So good.
Yeah, you get a dentless, paintless repair, paintless panel repair. You know what I mean? That's what you do, man.
Man, it cost us
It's not
nothing
gonna
because the idiot who opened the door into the car, they're going to have to pay for it, man. That's all good.
Did they admit to it?
100%. They admitted to it, handed over all their details, driver's
How do
license,
you know
everything.
them? Don't they know your kids in that, or what? Are they friends with you or not?
Oh, it doesn't. No, they're just another bunch of people who are at the same sporting carnival, but they don't know who we are, except we got all their details, and insurance company takes care of it. No excess, man. Just take care of it.
House Kalkman, £5. Archie, would you agree with Fatso? We need a Moser. I think not, but always trust the pontiff. Look, the Moser itself, I got to be honest with you, they make some nice. They got a few models that are good looking. Better off to get a Patek. Okay, better off to get a Patek. Moser is for losers. Okay, you have a look at the two watch people. There was the bearded lady. He ain't no fashion icon. And you've got Faberico. Come on, they are hardly what you'd call winner chicken dinner. They're not exactly winner chicken dinner. If you want to get diabetes, I'd say get a Moser. And I got to watch my weight as well. You know, if I put any more weight on, they'll send me a Moser.
Hey, I heard
Jim.
the bearded lady fell off
Jim.
the wagon and back on the sauce.
Who told you this?
There's just some comments in one of the, just some comments I read, but it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a few bottles of booze to send him to thank him for his help on the show. Now, Jim, $5. Jim, $5. Have a drink. Speaking of drink, I'm gonna go. I'm going to go and get a drink. I'm going to have a cognac today. ER sent me a cognac. I'm going to have a really nice cognac, you know.
Connor, did you say you're going to send the bearded ladies some hand sanitizer, some alcoholic hand sanitizer?
Yep, that's the one, man. I've got some ready to go.
Because he was drinking that, wasn't he?
You can use it in the shower. You can use it in the shower, see? So I gotta tell you, seriously, man, get back onto Rolex. Rolex supply issues cause anger amongst collectors. I gotta tell you, a lot of people are angry.
Oh yeah, about the supply?
Yes, they are so angry about it. It is vicious.
There's a lot of jealousy about you getting your sub date.
Well, hang on a minute.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I haven't got it. Just back the truck up, okay? Back the truck up there. I haven't quite got it, you know. You've got to be careful. I haven't got it yet, so it's I'm gonna get a drink. Just hang on there. Where is Sovron? Sovron decided not to come on anymore.
I think he got spooked.
He's another friend who stabbed me in the back. That's what happened. So-called friends, you know what? A friend in need is a pain in the ass. Arthur Daly, Minder.
So
you know, they let you down. They're all, yeah, we're here for you, man. Anytime. Are you at the beach, Sov? Are you at the beach, Plastic? Hello, Plastic. Phew, what was
super
that?
chat. I think we got a super chat here.
Yes, we have. Carl Skalkman, £5. What is the best sports watches
And we're here with the
besides
family
Rolex?
with nippers.
Oh, that's
Just
so
out 20
cool.
minutes for the show.
I still like Panerai, but love to be corrected, Arch. That's a very good question. Just very quickly, I'll get rid of these ones here quickly. Christopher Chen, $2. Solution to supply issue, buy a 14060. Good point.
Very
and
true.
Escobar, 144, $2. Pontiff, what do you think about the hate for Rolex?
Oh wow.
You know what? I completely get it. Rolex pisses me off too. I got a mate, Scotty. He desperately wants a Rolex. Can't get nothing. Nothing. You know? Can't get nothing. Here we go. GB, $2. Where is Craig Teal Jones? Yes, Craig. Good old Craig. That was a good question. What's the best sports watch besides Rolex? I don't think Pam is the answer. I'm sorry. What do you think?
You know, that's funny because we were talking about it yesterday, or I brought it up at least.
It's the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. It's
Yeah,
Omega.
the speedy, but
It's
like
Omega.
you said,
That's where it is, man. Hey, just hang on. I gotta go and get
Yeah.
some drink. I'll
Okay,
be
you
back
do that.
in one moment.
I'll go
be
through
back.
I'll go through the chat a little bit, guys. All right, what's going on here, everyone? Let's see. I'm looking for a luxury car with a straight six. Well, apparently don't get a Porsche Cayman because people don't like that around here. What else do we got? 14060M, 3.5 to 5K used. Yeah, very true. I remember when you could pick those up for like under $4,000. Now those things are fucking off the chain. Man, I remember when Pam was cool. Yeah, I want to talk to Archie about that. That's crazy that apparently at one point Pam was like a stainless steel Rolex. You had to like suck the dick of an AD, apparently. It's pretty interesting. 9.5 F-150 with a straight 6 300 GB. I don't know what that means at all. Is Rolex the new blue shirt? I don't get a lot of these references. Buster Hyman's back here again. I need a studio apartment to finance my Porsche. Yeah, man. A lot of hate from you last time. Pretty crazy. Hope you're doing okay, pal. Pam is cool. It's just a giant. Yeah. Panerai. Yeah, that's one of those brands where I would love to be able to handle a Panerai. Just my wrists are like tiny. Logan Hall. Rolex, you're a cool guy. What's up, Arch?
Hey, man, I gotta tell you, I got to be honest with you. There's only one, the best sports watch besides Rolex. That's like saying, what's the best car besides Mercedes Benz?
You know, no. So like, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about yesterday. We didn't have a chance to finish it. Talking about Panerai and how at one point, or at least you lived through it, where you saw a Panerai like go through the roof. What do you got there? What do you got there?
This is cognac. XO, you know, cognac. This
Very
is
nice.
XO. This is from
Whoa,
ER.
that's expensive. How much is How much is that? Those are expensive, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
That's all yeah, exactly.
I'm not
So
a big
just-
drinker. I'll be honest with you. I drink a little scotch and whiskey here and there, but I'm not much of a drinker these days.
Look, I got to tell you, I lived through the age where Panerai was so cool. You know, that's what people bought.
So you saw that. Did you ever try to get it from an AD?
Hey, Doc BBW.
How's it going, gentlemen?
Hey, Doc, how are you, man?
I'm doing well. How are you folks?
Hey, we're great. I got to tell you, Panerai, I never wanted one. I never.
Really?
I wanted, like, I like the PAM 111 or the PAM 112 or the base logos. That's just the very simple PAM. I actually had a submersible.
Yeah.
And I lost money on it, like all PAMs. Seriously, they're
I like the radio
is
mirrors.
hard stuff.
The radio mirrors are nice.
Look, I got to be honest with you. That whole hype that they had there, it was all.
It was really crazy, huh?
Here we go. Klaus Kalkman €2. A PAM 424 is cool, right? Or not? Look, I gotta be honest with you. Let's get it up. PAM 424. I gotta be totally honest with you. Oh, that is gorgeous. Yes. That's the California dial. That is the California dial. That is absolutely sexy. And they're 47 mil, I believe. My friend had one of these. Yeah, they're beautiful. Absolutely. I love it. Look.
Those California dials, very nice.
It is absolutely gorgeous. I'd love.
Oh,
you
whoa.
look.
We got
it's
a lot of super chats.
Here we go. Dong Johnson, $10. My nearest AD is in San Gabriel, but I'm neither Asian nor rich. Will they be doubly arrogant if I want to try on a Cellini Mr. Rolex?
I know that AD, the one in San Gabriel. I've been in there before. They, unless literally, and I'm not even joking this, all the salesmen in there only speak Chinese or Korean. None of them speak English. So,
and we got Showcase watches. Hello, Showcase.
Good luck with that.
Okay, we got Dong Johnson.
I say go in. See what happens.
I gotta tell you, let's go in and see what happens. Yankee Doodle, $2. PAM 048, great for smaller wrists, 40 mil. See, I think they made a mistake. I think the smaller PAMs, they don't work, do they? What do you think?
Don't PAMs
40 mil. I kind of think 44 is the size for a PAM.
I mean, that looks.
But that's huge, though.
Yeah.
If you put it on your wrist, it's huge.
I couldn't handle a 44. My wrist is like under 6.5.
Let me tell you what Pam did wrong. You know what Pam did wrong? Do you know what they did wrong? I'll tell you what happened.
What do they do wrong?
Pam they're owned by Richmond, so they're South Africans, right? Just nasty. And what they did was they went and said, right, they changed the screws. They were Pam used to have a screw to take the strap off. They went to spring bars because it was cheaper. And Pam also said they're no longer going to be so many meters waterproof, so they made them like 30 meters. Just absolute stupidity. They did some really dumb things. Deacon, $5. Warn people about buying Blancpain. Have you ever owned a Blancpain? Anyone here?
No, never. I don't think
Never
I
will.
I think Don wished he was warm.
I thought
Wait,
Don
Art,
did
what do you
okay
think
on
about
his.
the PAM 183? That's what I have.
I got to be honest with you, Blancpain, I think they're a bit on the expensive side, you know. Look at this. Here we go. Rolex. Look. Plastic
What is
water
it, Donna?
pump. Make sure that plastic doesn't get brittle. Rub some cream onto it. Yep, that's his Daytona. That's
Nice
exactly
little
it. But
Daytona there,
I gotta
yeah.
tell you, there's a lot of anger. Many collectors are getting angry they can't get a Rolex.
That's crazy.
To finish up on the Pam discussion, if you're into chronographs, I think the 520 is just gorgeous. It's just too huge.
Besides
It
the
is gorgeous.
Daytona, I've always had a problem with dive watches with a chronograph. You know what I mean? It's too many.
Too much stuff going on.
Well, also too many holes in the case.
We got super chat here.
Here we go, Kaus Kalkman. Here we go, Kaus Kalkman. €5. Archie, I'm an old rugby player, 6'7", 2 meters, and Rolex are too small for me. Oh no! What about the deep sea?
Me too. Me too. Hey, Cass, I'm a big guy, and you've seen the Daytona on me, Archie.
It looks like a watch. Doesn't look like a bracelet.
And I'm
It's
6'4",
fine.
you know. I'm a big guy.
Looking
Come on,
good.
man.
Love the polished center
What do you
links.
want, a Breitling? Come on, man. Come on, man.
I gotta
Nothing
tell you,
wrong with
Come on,
that.
Cass, just go out and buy one.
Nothing wrong with that.
here we go, Marco Ferrant, $2. Search up the Pam 183. That's the model I have. Okay, let's get this baby on the screen here. The Pam 183. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Pam. They were so cool in the late 90s, early 2000s. Oh, that's actually quite nice. That's a Radiomir. Beautiful. I love the radio.
Okay,
That's
okay.
the older style.
Since you put that up there, put the 520 up. It's white gold. It's a radio.
Ooh, $100 super chat.
White gold chrono.
We got a $100 super chat right now, Arch.
$100. Oh, Roger Alvarado. $100.
See, Archie, I told you when you get rid of the freaks and get new freaks, you'll get more money, man.
For real.
Got 14 Rolex, 1 AP, Montauk
Montauk?
Highway,
What is that?
Omega, blue side of the dark side, blue side of the moon, Aventurin dial, the new NOS Snoopy 50, 2 Grand Seiko, Avacher and Constantine overseas, Rose Skydweller, yellow gold GMT, green dial, Yachtmaster Rose, root beer two-tone, and all steel models. My pieces are valued at $500,000. What should I get?
Applause.
Nothing.
Rolex.
Get a bank safe.
Rolex,
That's what you should do.
please. Rolex.
I got 14 Rolex. Wow. He's got an AP.
Get more. Get more.
My
Well
advice to you would be just stick with the Rolex. Stick with the Rolex. Stick with Rolex. I
Or-
don't think.
Trade everything in for Patek. How about that? Trade everything in for Patek.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't think he's a Patek guy. He loves the. I gotta be honest with you, Doc.
I'm just kidding. I give applause to this collection. This is fantastic, and it's a well spent $500,000.
Yeah, I gotta say it's the meaning of life.
I mean, he's got a couple shitters in there just for when he feels like it, but he's got all kinds of respect for everything else he's got.
Yeah. Hello, showcase. Yankee Doodle, $5. I can almost guarantee that the Three Stooges are watching. They can't help themselves. Hello, Stooges.
Hi, Stooges.
Hi, Stooges. Look, I gotta tell you, in all honesty, I got to be honest with you. I don't, you know, I got to be honest with you. I don't mind the Lion Tamer. And I don't mind Bozo.
Can you hear me, Arch?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. But
Yeah, sorry,
I got to tell you that bearded lady is toxic. I don't want you back. I don't ever want you back.
He was tanking it. He was tanking your show. He was tanking your
Yeah.
show,
And I
Archie.
got to be honest with you. You know, seriously, it's good.
He was ruining your
Sometimes
show with all that.
when you're in a
kissing,
toxic
man.
relationship, when you're in an abusive, toxic relationship, you can't see it. It's a codependence. And now that I'm out of it, I just think, why did I put up with this? Why did I put up with the abuse?
What kind of watches did he even have?
I'll wear a
Did he
white
have like a good
ribbon.
collection?
Archie, I'm going to wear a white ribbon for you.
Thank
Archie.
you. Look, the thing is, you know,
Lot of garbage.
I don't even care what he had, okay? Because you know why? He's just not cool. I'd rather be on here with you, Rolex, with
Nice.
the Porsche. I don't need
Can we-
someone with fancy wancy stuff, you know.
Archie, can we talk about yesterday's live stream and how I was just getting pummeled by everybody in the chat?
I didn't even notice that, but anyhow.
That's okay,
talk about
Rolex.
It was my first
Here
time
we-
dealing with haters. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, no, you haven't really made it on the Archie channel unless you've got your own haters.
Yeah,
No, they
Rolex.
were going
You'll get-
off.
Yeah, you'll get used to that.
Yeah.
If I didn't have
yeah.
haters, I wouldn't know what to do.
Exactly.
God.
Here we go, Paul. £2, €2.30. Arch, why you pick 126610 LN instead of the 124060? You know why? It's my one and done Rolex. That's it. I just said, hey man, I wanted the date one. I look. If I had a choice, to me, it's more useful because I just want to wear this every day because it's my everyday watch. I think the date would be cool. But man, there's nothing. Both of those are so cool. It's not funny. They're both very cool. Here we go. Kaus Kalkman, €5. The only Rolex I like is the Explorer or maybe the Air King. But I do want to add, have a drink on me, Arch, and enjoy life. Yes, sirree. Enjoy life.
I really
I think
wanted
the Air King is
for it.
going in the wrong direction.
Cheers.
It's a little
Yeah.
smaller, isn't it?
So,
Yeah.
so Archie, just wanted to wish you big congratulations on the Submariner.
It hasn't landed yet.
We're
so
trying not to jinx it.
You're getting it?
He's trying to jinx it on purpose.
Yeah.
Yankee Doodle, $5. Is it just in our DNA to always want a different watch and a different woman? Yes. Well, that's a very good point, Yankee. Look, I got it. Here we go. Mr. Two, $8. Agreed. Wrangler's having an anger wank to his stream now, and Trainer is sulking because Greg won't fight him. Hi, guys. I'm Archieluxury.
So,
No
so,
worries.
so
I gotta
Archie,
be honest with you. The best thing with those other guys, hey, good luck. Good luck. If they wanna do their own
ABC stuck
thing.
in too, huh?
Hi, can you hear
Look
me?
Yeah, we
Hey,
can
ABC.
hear you.
Oh,
How many people are in the chat right now? Damn.
hey,
Yeah, we got a
Andrew.
few.
Wah, wah, wah.
Seven. It's okay.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's okay. You're welcome. Look, I gotta tell you seriously.
ABC
Wah, wah, wah.
showcase.
hey guys, how are you?
Hey, showcase.
Archie, can I ask you something?
Sure. What do you wanna ask me?
Me off the channel. I'm gonna find you.
Sorry, just hang on. Okay, plastic. Just hang on. Oh, who was asking
Sorry.
a question?
No,
Marco.
I wanted to ask, what's the best value Rolex like on the gray market at the moment? I'm thinking the Explorer 1 because I'm graduating university soon, so I want to get a Rolex, but I don't know
Look,
what to get.
I gotta tell you, they're all pretty bad. Okay, the
know.
value you can't get
You're
them.
paying
You
at
know,
the top of the market right now.
it's really Jeb, $5 for feelings. Thank you, Jeb. I'll
You
have
might want to
another drink
consider
this.
classic Rolex.
I gotta
Well,
tell you that
Could I just
Mr.
get on a wait list and just cross my fingers?
Explorer
No,
one.
I gotta tell you the truth. You know what you do?
Yeah, do
Seriously,
that.
man.
David SW, David
Go
SW.
to David SW. You're not going to get nothing from the wait list, man. They're not going to get you anything. Who are
Yeah.
you? Some
Go to
smart ass
David
little
SW, get
student.
yourself a classic Rolex.
Just
Classic.
you're going to go on a wait list. They want you to buy garbage. Are you
Yeah.
going to buy garbage? Otherwise, there is no wait list. They're in the back room.
Yeah.
They're in the back room.
I was thinking
Okay.
of Omega
Hey,
first,
Connor,
but then I'm like,
Connor,
oh,
Yes.
Connor, Rich,
not Omega.
Here we go.
Connor,
Bear
what
Clooney
about the
watches.
line tamer? He paid 50,000 for a yellow gold sub,
Oof.
I got to tell you honestly.
and he's not.
Honestly, I love the gold sub, but I gotta be honest with you, man. I'd rather have steel sports. I don't want to impress. The only reason you buy a gold Rolex is because you want to impress people. I don't need that in my life anymore. I want things that I can use, okay? I never liked it. I never really liked it as a watch. I never liked it because I
Didn't
never
you like
felt...
the bluesy more?
The bluesy was good, but I actually preferred the Daytona, not because it was a Daytona,
More
because
usable.
it had the new clasp. It had the new clasp on it. That's the reason.
And the Maserati
Do you think the
dial.
two-tone Daytona is better than the bluesy? Like in terms of two-tone
No.
models?
No, I think it's because it had the newer clasp. I like the clasp.
Oh,
on it,
that's
but-
why.
But the
Yeah, but
Daytona
looks-
is way nicer. As like in terms of like style, I don't know. I prefer it over a Submariner.
I think a
Look.
pre-ceramic sub is a good choice.
It's an
Is
excellent
it
choice.
610?
Pre-ceramic sub is an
Yeah,
excellent choice.
Bear Clooney. Here we go. Bear Clooney, $5. Is it just me or super chats are improved since Freddy Krueger mooing and trolling are gone? Good to see Doc BBW and Showcase have spine.
Oh,
And
that's
I gotta say, I'm very disappointed in Sabron. Sabron, come on now! Come on now!
Wait, Arch, should I get a jingly jangly Jubilee instead? What do you think?
No. Do not.
Jubilee.
There's
These are
nothing
the
wrong
most
with
comfortable.
vintage. There's nothing wrong with vintage, right? The only problem is, I
Vintage
think
is
if
a
you're
minefield. Vintage is a
Yeah.
minefield, Connor.
You do not do vintage.
look, no, nothing wrong with vintage. Don't get me wrong. Vintage is cool, but the problem is, if you're getting your first Rolex, I gotta be honest with you, okay? Would I say to you, first watch, get a Patek 5196. Okay, that's my Patek I've got here today. Okay, you know what? It's a beautiful watch. It's an end game watch, but you know something about it? It's bloody delicate. Okay, I can't wear it. I can wear it every day, but in the hot tropics, I don't want the strap to get damaged. I don't want to sweat too much in it.
Yeah.
I'm not even wearing it much. Okay. The problem is with any vintage Rolex you buy there, you say, "Oh, should I be wearing it? Is it worth more? Is it this?" Look,
Not
my
if it's
advice
Rolex.
to you:
Not if
get
it's
the
Rolex.
new clasp. The new clasp. You know what I reckon for you? So get a
Oyster
Milgauss.
Perpetual. Oh,
Ooh, a
I
black
would say
dial.
an
Oyster
I was
Perpetual.
You
looking
don't
at
think
a
so?
black dial
the
Milgauss.
new 41? I think they're a pretty good bargain.
Listen to ABC. Get a sub.
Look, you're always going to do better.
610.
Look, seriously, guys, you're always going to do better with steel sports. The rules are steel sports, steel sports, steel sports. If in doubt, Rolex.
Steel for
steel
Rolex,
sports.
Rolex, please.
I
You've
think
gotta-
realistically,
Or Danny
I think
knows
realistically
the
though,
control.
you're only going to get the Explorer one. Realistically, if you go on a list,
Yeah.
you're going to get the Explorer one.
That's
Realistically,
the easiest.
I went
There's
into
an air
Rolex
cane.
AD and they didn't even want to like talk to me. It was pretty bad.
There's a reason when you try to get a
That's
sub,
how
you
they
get
like
an
that to
Explorer.
everyone, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It kind of turned me off for a second. Like I was like, oh, I don't want to even buy a Rolex at this point, you know?
Pre-owned
Look.
pre-ceramic sub.
No. Don't let it turn you off.
You got to keep going, bud.
You must buy Rolex.
Look,
You gotta plow
2010
ahead.
Submariner.
I
Classic
tell you this
Submariner.
now, seriously, guys.
Pay the
what you
piper,
gotta do-
David SW.
Just exactly right. Actually, David SW this weekend only. He has got $375. $375 off. Save $375 this weekend. Thanksgiving from David SW. Now I got to tell you seriously, we're talking about watches here, right? Well,
Ooh,
let's have
get
a look. What are we
grandma.
going to spend? Okay, let's have a look. How much are we going to overpay? The dealers, the AD's not going to give you nothing. Okay, look at this.
Ooh.
Look at this.
Guys, gotta go. Have a
11,000.
great day. Talk to you later. See you, man.
See you later. See you later,
See
plastic.
you, partner.
Take
Look
it
at
easy,
this.
plastic.
Look at this. Here's the previous ceramic sub,
Oh, my
11,000. Okay, that's not bad, really.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Look, Explorer 1. I'd just go to David SW. Just do it, man.
But
Look,
why get an
Explorer
Explorer
1
1 if you can get a pre-ceramic sub?
Because of the new bracelet.
No, because the problem
Yeah, but
is the
don't they have the old
pre-ceramic
black?
sub has got the shitty bracelet.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll still go up in value, and it's
'Cause I'd rather get,
attainable,
honestly,
and it's not crazy.
I'd rather get an Explorer 2, Polar Explorer, or Black Dial, like the previous model, the 40 mil, instead of a pre-ceramic sub.
Look, seriously,
They've
man.
gone up considerably in 2 years.
It's true.
Seriously, they've gone
That's
up.
the fun
Look
of
at
it.
this.
lot.
Here we
Yeah.
go. Under 10,000, you can get
Yeah.
yourself an Explorer 2. Just get it,
That's a
man.
good
Don't
deal.
muck around. I
Yeah.
wouldn't bother with wait lists. Then there is no such thing. They've got them in the back room. They want you to buy other garbage. Do you understand this? It's a game the AD plays. They want you to buy garbage. Okay?
Unless you really love Cellini's.
No way.
No, it's not get crazy now.
Yeah.
I think realistically,
pre-owned
Here we go.
Yeah,
Got some
you
super
get the
chats. I got to
platinum
get these
blue dial
super
one?
chats
Okay.
done, guys.
Oh.
Bear Clooney, firstly. Bear Clooney. Thank you, Bear Clooney. Freddie
that's all.
Krueger, mooing and trolling. You know what? The bearded lady is not welcome back. Do not come back. You are never. I don't mind the lion tamer. I don't mind Bozo, the unemployed clown. But I got to tell you, the bearded lady,
Is it
do
okay
not
if we
come
not
back.
call him Bozo? I mean,
and
he's a good guy.
Bruce is a
Look,
good
we
guy.
are trying to get him
Yeah.
back. He doesn't come back. He never once gave me, that son of a bitch, never once gave me the right to reply and said, hey Arch, I'm disappointed with this. He never heard my story. He just was influenced by the other poisonous snakes. That's all that happened.
Wait,
He never rang me. I thought he was a friend. You know what? Friends like that, I don't need enemies, sunshine. Okay? I don't need enemies. You know, with friends like that. Here we go. Mr. 2, $3. Does plastic water pump take caffeine shots before the show?
Yeah.
He does something.
He's over the top. Mr. 2, $2. Hi, Archie. Plastic water pump is batshit crazy. He is. Absolutely is. He used a HELOC to buy watches. And Kaus Kalkman, €5. Archie and Co. Why do you think watches are so popular now than 5 years ago? I think.
Instagram.
Look, I've
I
been
think
in
that's
this game.
What else do men have?
Yeah, I think what's happened is it's just becoming. I think what's happened is the whole industry.
You just want to flex on people on social media and show you have a Rolex, and
I've never shown a photo of my Rolex though on any of my social media.
yeah, but
I've never done that. I
It's
think that's
interest-
literally the lamest shit you can do.
100%.
It's interesting. It's interesting because I actually have a different theory on that. I think that the watches became more popular when people were able to get 0% finance. As soon as they were able to finance them, they got into Tag, they got into Amiga, and then you naturally progress through the hobby. If you get the bug, you get into the hobby, and then you end up at Rolex.
Interesting.
This
Yeah.
is
What do you
true.
reckon,
point.
what do you
Look,
reckon of the watch trade in the UK showcase?
Hmm.
What do you reckon of the watch market here at the moment?
I think we get absolutely just
We still
wrecked
get
on
screwed.
prices. We get absolutely screwed. We do. But all the sellers, all the grey market, all the sellers, they all offer 0% finance, and it makes buying a no-date Submariner very easy, and you don't have to play the waiting game. You can buy Submariner for 100, 150 a month. It's very easy to get now, and I think a lot of these people are doing it.
You don't
Goldbridge
get
has
to
had
watch
that for
until you pay
years.
for it in full.
Goldbridge in the UK has had that for years.
Goldsmith.
Goldsmith, they've had it for years. I've got classic car magazines from the 90s. They had interest-free finance. Mind you, it was a date just at full retail, but it was available.
Yeah. So you got a super chat, Arch, from Yankee Doodle.
I
Man,
think we'll should go back to that one.
Yeah.
Yankee Doodle, $5. Ceramic or pre-ceramic subs have so much more character and charm than the Explorer 1. Explorer 1s are vanilla and boring.
I don't know
That's the
about that.
charm. It's like a no-date watch.
That's,
Truly.
you know.
No, I got to tell you, I think a Explorer is like the it was pre-Submariner because it's the original. I think, but I know what he's saying. The subs are amazing. I got to tell you, I think the subs are amazing. I had a choice.
Yeah.
You know what, guys? I had a choice myself. I could have anything. This guy said, whatever you want. You know what? Yeah, of course I want a Panda. You know what? But I want a Panda because they're worth so much.
Yeah.
What do I really want? Let's jokes aside. What do I really want? I don't like the GMTs as much because I don't like the Jubilee on a sports watch.
And they're too blingy too, no?
Okay?
Yeah.
So I
Other
prefer an
sentiments
oyster
as well.
bracelet. And I tell you what, that bezel, that rotating bezel, you can time a steak on a barbecue. You can, when you park the car, you got 15 minutes. It's so useful. That timer is fantastic.
It's iconic.
Okay.
It's iconic. The Submariner is iconic.
And so I said, you know what? I'd like a sub date. Now people are saying to me, why didn't I go no date? Why didn't I, you know what? You know why I went? Because that's just I don't want to be too greedy. I just want to watch I can wear for the rest of my life. That is it. I tell you, this is end game. We're talking end game.
And you lucked out
and-
too to get it in the first place, no?
Sorry, what was
are
that?
the time frames?
Did you luck out to get it? Didn't you luck
No,
out?
no, I got a really good fan who's got contacts. He's a super collector. He said, "Hey, I'll get you one." Now I haven't got it in my hand, so let's not sell it.
Did you pay for it already?
No. He wants me to pay for it when I pick it up.
Oh,
It's okay.
all right.
So
What are the time frames of getting hold of it?
Sorry to interrupt, guys, but actually got a few super chats. You got man on the moon, man on the
let's
boom.
get Man on the Poon. Here we go. Man on the Poon. This is a good super chat here. Here we go. Man on the Poon. $5. I haven't caught a live stream in ages. Loving the refreshed lineup. Get your mojo back. Thank you so much. I got to tell you, we got rid of a toxic soul. He's gone. I don't want any hard feeling. Any hard feeling if you're watching.
We brought
You know what?
Rolex
You
in,
did a lot of good things for me. I'm not angry. You know what?
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm not angry, right? Even the other, the unemployed guy. I love you too, and the lion tamer. I love you. I love you all. But it's good to move apart. Okay? It's like you can't live with your parents forever. Eventually, you got to move out. It's better for your own development. So, Stan the man, $2. Arch wears like a Ford 38 compared to Bluesy. Arch Daytona wears like a 38 compared to a Bluesy.
Yeah.
You got a
True.
You got a Mr. 2.
Mr. 2, here we go, $3. Is it okay to buy a fake Rolex if it gets no? Look, I tell you, look.
I'm gonna say
Women
yes.
don't
No, you
even
gotta read
like
the question
watches.
thoroughly.
I'm gonna say yes. Why not?
Hell no.
Jeb, $5. It's another drink. Thank you,
The
Jeb.
cheap
I'm gonna
aren't
put
even
some
cheap
in.
anymore. The fakes aren't even cheap anymore. They're like $300. They try to fleece you.
Isn't getting laid the most important part?
Yeah. Thank you.
Cows
$300.
Kaufman, £5. Never finance a watch, but still don't understand why watches became so popular.
I think I was just going back to what you were saying before. You were saying that they did finance back in the 90s, right? You've got to remember a generational thing. The generation that were in a position to buy watches on finance back then were of a generation that grew up through the Depression. They don't believe in financing. This generation now, finance is so easy. It's so convenient, and people are not frightened of finance like they used to be.
No, you're right. Look, I'd have to say, why did they become so popular? I got to tell you, the truth is, Cows, they could easily. It's only certain things. Panerai, they've lost market share. There's so many brands that are Breitling. Breitling used to be hot. Nobody talks about Breitling much. Okay, Breitling really.
They were in the 2000s, right?
Big time.
Yeah, they were.
Had those
they.
Iced out watches, like with the bezel, like diamonds on the bezel and all that stuff.
Rappers
They
use
were
for
so
Breitling
cool.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of. I think why they could easily stop too. Don't get too carried away because I got to be honest with you. They became popular because maybe it's in your circles they've become popular. Maybe in your world they're popular. A lot of people out there. I went for a walk yesterday, right? And I didn't see many good watches. I saw a lot of fitness watches, Apples and stuff not many good watches, So I would say 90%, 95% of society is not into watches. Okay, maybe it's the select group you move in.
Yeah.
Super Neutron Star, $5. More super chats and less cow sounds. Winner, Archie's dinner. Thank you.
You see, Archie, what you're on about there? Obviously there was the quartz crisis. Do you think the new smartwatches are going to bring about some sort of a crisis of their own?
No.
Actually, let me tell you my theory there. Let me tell you my theory just quickly. Mr. 2, $3 in my early 20s. Poor fake got me 4 lays a week. Excellent. Excelente. And Kaus Kalkman, £2. Love the new Chronomat Breitling. Yes, I'm not a big fan of that. Look, I got to tell you, you know what I think did it for Rolex? Let me tell you this, okay? I've just made a video. Before I did this live show today, I've made some videos. I think Omega Swatch Group pushed Rolex through the roof. Can I explain to you why?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. Even Rolex didn't make its own movements. They had a company called Aigner who used to make them for them, who Rolex bought out in the early 2000s. The thing is, it was quite acceptable for companies to buy generic movements and put them in their watch. IWC, Breitling, so many brands did that.
Rolex Daytona.
Right? Daytona was a Valjoux 727.
And then Zenith.
Guess what?
And then a Zenith after that.
Yes, and even Patek, they used Lamania movements in a lot of complicated... Now, the thing is, what happened was Swatch Group in the early 2000s said, we're not going to be supplying Valjoux or ETA movements to non-Swatch Group members. Suddenly...
Let the games begin.
The movement became important. Now, what Swatch Group, that was a big mistake. They should have said, we're going to bring out a new line of ETA movements, triple starred, even better than ever. They're available to everyone, blah, blah, blah.
But more expensive?
Well, they could have done anything they wanted to, but they're greedy. They're greedy, and they stuffed it up because then it made people realize the movement is important. Panerai was using a lot of ETA movements. Frank Muller was very popular in the 90s, the late 90s, early 2000s. They were basically, a lot of them were ETA. The thing is this, as soon as Swatch Group did that, Rolex kind of had their own company. They used this Aigner movements. They bought them out. They ticked all the boxes. This is exactly what happened. And I got to tell you, that's the reason Rolex had the success. Now, people get crazy. They say watches are so hot. Certain watches are hot.
Yeah.
If you've got Breitlings from the 90s, guess what?
Yeah.
They're soft.
Tudor.
Yeah.
Tudor, look, the Iconaut, the Hydronaut, they were ugly. Kaus Coke, man.
Yeah.
£2. Later, friends. Enjoy your Sunday. Thank you, Coast.
Yeah,
Thank
Coast.
you.
One of the
That's nice is the Tiger Woods Daytona, right? Pretty much.
yeah, Frank.
I gotta be
Gerard
honest with you.
said that
Seriously,
Daytona
guys,
really helped, which is true.
it's all to do with this in-house stuff. It's Swatch Group who made Rolex so successful. It's actually the Swatch Group. They're actually Lebanese. Did you know that?
I think the guy who owns it is a Lebanese guy, that's all.
But I'm just telling you, they're greedy. They just stuffed it up completely. They were going to cancel. They said, we're not going to be supplying Valjoux or ETA movements like we have in the past. And that rocked the whole industry. Solita is kind of a generic ETA. That's just terrible. That's what's happened. Swatch Group caused Rolex to explode.
But I think, Arch, as well, it's important to mention social media because think about it. In like the world, there's the sneaker culture, right? Which isn't as popular, just like watches aren't popular. But they were purely driven by hype on social media, right? And it's similar to watches where you have these influencers with tens of thousands of followers that like have these diamond Rolexes and all these trash watches that they flood aftermarket, and it's like
Remy Martin, baby.
And it's like you're trying to like sell a lifestyle, like, oh, look at my watch, and then people want to kind of replicate that lifestyle because they're, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, it's
Look, like
and
Man on the
athletes as well.
Poon. Here we go. Man on the Poon, $5. Arch, it's always nice to hear you laying some horological knowledge. Hail the Pontiff. Thank you
Hail
so
the
much.
Pontiff.
And Mr. 2, $3 off to drive the SL in 40-degree Sydney heat. Leave the roof up, Mr. 2.
Is it 40? Is it 40 right now?
Yes, they got a heat wave.
I was going to say 40's not that warm, but Celsius. Okay.
Celsius.
Oh, Celsius. Celsius.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well,
is
I
it
think
40?
rappers
really?
and athletes went quite some way to make watches even more sort of the in thing for consumers.
Look, I think they've always been the in thing.
Not as much as before.
Because also
look,
men don't have much, right? We can't
The
wear
wealthy have always loved their watches.
Yeah.
I think though we miss. If you think about it, people didn't have money before. You know, it was the wealthy had the money, but the average guy didn't have money. Now it's most people can afford a watch if they really want one.
Yeah,
you know, if they want to spend £100 a month, they can get a decent watch.
Well, I think the thing is, Showcase, I think honestly we have never been this wealthy in history.
Yes.
As the human,
Very true.
you know,
Very true.
the working class. That means anyone who had a job was looked down upon. This is the aristocrats. Anyone who had a job, even if you were a doctor, a lawyer, or a candlestick maker.
You were working for the aristocrats, for the elite.
You were working. You were not landed gentry who could just do whatever, just have debauchery with your servants, your attractive servant girls.
Oh, that'd be the life.
You know what this is the whole thing. I tell you honestly, the middle classes, the rise of the middle classes.
Now anyone can do it.
Now look, let's not be silly. We've got a guy on this channel here, Rolex.
What up?
He's making 70 grand a year, which is not a lot of money for California. 75.
Yeah, but it's US, right? 75.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's what I'm trying
And
to
he's
say.
got a Porsche. Look at that. Like back in the 50s, James Dean wise, that was like a Porsche was like a Aventador.
It's a Porsche Cayman though. Okay, there's a big difference between a 911 and a Cayman. We're talking like 50 grand.
But a Porsche.
He's got a brand new. It's a modern. No, he's not. Just stop. Let's back the truck up. I gotta tell you, man, that is a great. I would cut my little finger off to have one of those.
Second generation Cayman is nice.
He's got the current model. It's a 718. It's a beautiful car.
Listen, it's a beautiful car. I know it's a gorgeous car, but it's more accessible than what a lot of people think. Is what I'm trying to say. Like.
Well, it's accessible if you haven't got 3 screaming kids and a nagging wife.
Yeah, I have a coworker who's 29, who's a director at my company, and he got a 2015 Cayman for 41 or 40K, which for a Porsche is like, that's crazy. 40
Gentlemen,
US?
it's been fun, and I've got to take off. But
see you later, Doc.
Nice
Love you. Thank you for your support. We thank you for your service.
Take care.
And G, $2. Best Patek to purchase for 30K, 40K, 50K. Oh, let's do backwards. Okay, here we go. 50K, I'd get a 5170. That's the manual wind chronograph.
Black or white?
40K, I'd go for a 5396. And for 30K, I'd go for a world time if I could. I'd 5130. That's what I'd be doing.
Very nice.
So that's there's some look. You can get some nice Pateks for 20K. 20K, I'd go for a simple, like a 5296 Calatrava. That's what I'd do for 20K. So there's Pateks. They're a beautiful thing. Yeah. But I got to tell you, man, Stan the man. Here we go. Stan the man, $5. Rolex spending huge on ads and attaching the brand to all sports events, reflecting the brand to success, made people want a Rolex to show success. Yeah, but a lot of other brands have done it too, and it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, but Rolex had the Paul Newman auction, right? So that kind of helped give them momentum as well.
I think that really helped out. That
Yeah.
how many?
I
how much
agree
did it
with
sell
fan
for?
demand. If you factor in the Paul Newman auction, actually, I think that really gave Rolex a lot of momentum.
Yeah, and I think remembering, you know, a lot of people who, what really bugs me with Rolex, and it happens a lot on social media, is when people are buying these watches for investment, and I think I think Rolex have now entered the realm where people are buying them as investments as well as watches. I mean, look how many the original Kermit is on the market with box and stickers. You know, people are buying these things just to stick in a safe and forget about.
It's
Agreed.
kind of sad. It's kind of
Yeah.
sad. Here we go. Philip McCrate, €2. £2. Patek AP JLC. Non-watch people only know Rolex. 100% right. Rolex.
Yep.
They said to Terry Stern, "What brand do you admire most in the watch industry?" He said Rolex, of course.
Yeah, but I think he admires them from a profit standpoint and from a equity standpoint.
No, and
I
the
gotta be
marketing
honest
as well.
with you there. It's
The marketing's phenomenal.
look at this.
Yeah.
Just out of interest, I'm just going to look at this Der Stiefel. Is that really Der Stiefel? Federico driving a drop-top Ferrari and Archie is driving a rusted Honda. Well,
Federico
cars in
really has
Australia, cars in Australia don't actually rust because we're so hot. The climate's hot. But you know what, guys?
Does Federico really have a Ferrari?
Yeah, his
Apparently.
last video, he was.
What
Yeah.
kind?
It's
What does
got
it have?
California. It's a
Oh,
California.
what year? What year though?
Still pretty modern.
Yeah,
Any
they're
California is pretty cool.
Pretty new.
Dude,
But
that's
look,
crazy. A California.
But you know what?
That's awesome.
it was 95, okay? I think it was 95 or 85 because I saw it on Normal Guy Supercars. He did a video about it. But
Dude,
look, you know what?
yeah.
I put all my money. I'm not rich. I'm not pretending to be a rapper or iced out.
I am.
I'm very,
I'm going to be a rapper on the weekends.
you know, I got to be honest with you, man. Honestly, I put my money into the watches. In Australia, this is the worst country to buy cars. Okay,
Yeah.
Our cars are ridiculous. And let me say this: in Australia, we've had our car prices because of this COVID. They've gone through the roof. Has car prices risen in America or they gone down?
No, they've gone. I live in Canada. They've gone down significantly.
Like in our country, they've gone up because people have got all this government money and they've got access to their 401k without penalty. And cars, the suppliers have also gone down.
Yeah, that's
Not-
true.
So actually, things like a Mercedes. My dad has a Mercedes C200, right? And
Oh, those are
that
cool.
car, he paid 58 for it. I screwed the dealer. 58 Aussie. Now you can't get it at any discount. No, it's 74,000. It's ridiculous.
But 58 is a good bargain. That's a very
It's
good
brand
bargain.
new. That was brand new. Brand spec.
That's a
Yankee
good
Doodle.
bargain.
Here we go. Yankee Doodle. He's got a comment for us here. Yankee Doodle, $2. I bet Fed has major credit card debt. Look, all I said to him, this is just between you and me because no one's watching.
Ooh.
I said,
Hello?
how come?
Is Archie's cutting?
Yeah, it's cutting out. Arch.
Yeah. Archie, your
on.
internet's cutting out.
Man, right at the good part
Ooh.
too. He was going to drop the T.
Yeah,
about
he was gonna
Federico.
drop a diss track on Federico.
Arch,
Man,
Arch,
Apparently, he
video
likes
of
the.
Arch.
He likes the.
Arch, Archie. You were cutting out the entire time. Can you start from the beginning?
Yeah, start from.
We all really want to hear about Federico.
He apparently spent his money on the white powder.
Oh boy.
No way, really?
Oh
Come
boy.
on.
Dude, he's like
That's what I said to
$400.
him. How come you should be loaded? He's apparently got wealthy parents.
And
And he
Federico.
said,
We're talking the same Federico, right? The fat bald guy?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. He took me to Bangkok. He. I got to be honest with you. The guy. Look now. I got to be honest with you. He's legit. He hates my gut because he used me. He used me to get onto the TGV show. He
Wait,
leveraged.
okay.
He's a schemer. He
Wait,
said,
how?
I'm going to do videos with Arch if I don't go on your show. That's what happened.
Oh,
Basically, I
So-
think he tried to schmooze Archie because in those days TGB used to try and learn a lot from Archie about the YouTube game, and he schmoozed him basically.
Really?
Fellow riser, $2 by white powder. You mean sugar, right, Arch? Of course.
Of course.
Of course. That's right.
That's
of
crazy. So you
course.
went to Thailand or Bangers with Frederico back in the day?
A couple years ago, yeah. 4 years ago, and I gotta.
Arch,
What do you-
Arch, your internet.
Yeah,
Hold
your
on.
internet's
Start
cutting
from the
out.
top again.
Man, this
He
is
claimed
yeah.
to have contacts. Okay.
Uh-huh.
He wanted to know my people. He claimed he could get watches from Richmond at bargain prices, but you need to pay 8 weeks in advance, 8 to 12 weeks in advance, and nobody rich would prepared to do that. They said, you bring the watch here, we'll give you cash. We're not paying in advance to some guy staying in a fancy hotel.
Huh.
He was told that. He didn't. Look, I don't mind the guy. He seems to be legit now. I honestly, I got nothing against him, okay?
Yeah.
Feelings
No,
with
that's
him.
that's funny that he's so like in depth.
Look, I don't look, to be honest with you, good luck to him. He good luck to him. If he wants to have, he's got a Ferrari, good on him. He's got a Ferrari, fantastic, beautiful car.
Yeah, maintenance on those.
You know,
bro.
the transmission,
Fuck
when the
that.
transmission goes,
Yeah, fuck
it's
that.
10 to 30,000. Did you know that?
Yeah.
The transmission on a California, because they've got a dual clutch. It's
Wait,
one of the
but
first
is it his
dual
or could
clutches.
it be leased maybe?
Of course it's leased,
Yeah.
but he's still liable.
Yeah.
Kalkman, €5. Arch, to be honest, is Rolex still worth the money, or do you think there are better deals to be made value-wise?
JLC.
No, I got to tell you, man, seriously.
Get a
See,
Rolex.
the thing is, JLC is very
Soft.
soft, but you're not going to get your. There's not a huge. They're hard to sell. Nobody wants these things. See, I think Rolex is still worth the money. I think it's going to stay like it is. It's going to be a commodity type item.
For sure.
I don't think it's going to change. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, because I don't like what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't really think it's.
I think time's going to tell. I think time's going to tell if Rolex prices are still strong in 6 months' time. Nothing's going to knock them off. If this global pandemic isn't going to knock Rolex off its pedestal, nothing is.
Only
But
gonna
I
get
think-
worse.
I think the watch industry is going to suffer tremendously, like over the next year.
I think
Why?
the watch industry is gonna suffer within probably the next 5 years as
Yeah,
Apple
like
watches get
2021
more.
apparently a deciding year for a lot of brands, right? With Basel.
But you know what's
being-
going to happen, don't you? People aren't spending money on a new car.
Yeah.
They're not buying a holiday. They want to buy something. Why not buy a watch? It retains value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. We'll
But at
see.
the same time, there's compressing margins for like the kind of the shitter watch brands, right? But Rolex is hot because of that. That's why I'm saying I think the watch industry is headed for a crisis apart from kind of the major brands.
Yeah, I think.
I got to tell you, a lot of them are selling hugely because Rolex isn't available.
Really?
If you're a young man, right, in my country, I'm in Australia, right? So you're 25 years old, you got a degree, your wife is a teacher or she works in childcare, your girlfriend, you're about to get married, you buy her a half-carat diamond ring, she wants to buy you something, you say, actually, I've always wanted a nice watch. You go to the Rolex AD, even if you had the money,
They won't
which
even
you
know.
probably don't, it's going to be $10,000, and there's no supply. You walk into Tag Heuer or Omega or Breitling, they've got stock available today. The Rolex supply problem has helped the competitors.
Yeah, and if you speak to anybody about watches, anybody who doesn't know watches like we do, they look at Rolex as a status, but they look at Omega, they look at Tag, they look at Breitling, all with the same eyes. You know, they don't. They can't tell the difference between the watches. They just pick the one that they like the look of the best.
Or the
Yeah.
ones you have access to, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very true.
Here we go. Klaus Kalkman, €2. I do think the economy is going to tank next year. I tend to agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
I think it's gotta.
They
No,
say
I
the
think-
housing is
I've-
going to be bad next year.
I think the monetary policy of the U.S. big bank is right. What they're doing right now with the central bank in terms of the Federal Reserve is really bad. They're just printing money.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Yes, correct.
We're headed, to me, times of what's called stagflation. We're gonna have high interest rates for a long time with a recession. That's
I
what I
hope
think is
not.
gonna happen.
I hope not. Housing
But
right now is
interest
so
rates
cheap.
are record low. They're record lows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying, right? They're keeping them artificially low so that the economy could kind of artificially stay afloat. But it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
100% right.
It can't stay like that for long.
Yeah.
Philip McRae, £2. Rolex used as cash. Police drug raids prove.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
Did you do Coast Kalkman's other super chat about Rolex being worth the money?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. I think they are. I really do think they are worth the money. Okay, nothing else holds like Rolex. Car Fund, $3. AC3 with Rolex. Crazy talk about the Tudor market. I got to be honest with you. I think Tudor itself. Tudor's not Rolex.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
Yeah.
I would never.
I
You know.
holds
I-
value, but not Rolex. I think.
Yeah.
That's
I think-
that's what I.
You see, I think Tudor are in danger of burning themselves out because they are flogging the Black Bear line to death. That they need
Yeah.
to. Now they've got.
Well, that's the only one that people want. Have you seen the other lines?
Oh, yeah.
They're ugly.
Yeah,
but-
The Grand Tour is disgusting.
But what they should
you
be
know,
what they should
What's
be doing
that
now.
ceramic chronograph they have? It's so ugly too.
Now Tudor's got themselves back in the game. The Black Bear line has gone back in the game. What Tudor need to do now is start releasing similar watches, but expand it. You know, if they were to bring the Tudor Submariner back, if they were to, I mean, like the Pelagos. I think the Pelagos.
Well, the Black Bay is the Submariner.
Yeah.
The Black Bay is.
The 58 is the one.
And I would
Yeah, but-
disagree. I don't think it's bad that they're just cashing in on the 58. I mean, AP's been cashing in on the Royal Oak now for what, 50 years?
50
But
years?
Well, I don't know how long it's been.
Yeah,
How long?
40 years. You know,
40.
you're right. The AP is a one model brand, one trick pony. That the code 1159 was a disaster. That was, and that's
It's
just
Armani
just
Exchange
corporate
right there.
stupidity.
Archie, have you ever had
They're
a Royal
surrounded
Oak?
by yes men. They wouldn't take no for an answer.
Archie, have
That's
you
what
ever had a
happened.
Royal Oak before?
Yeah, he did.
I've had a
He
couple.
did.
Yeah.
I've had.
And he had that nasty repair.
I've actually had 3 APs.
You had
Were
to
they
pay
all
for that
quartz?
nasty repair, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Only one was quartz. I had a little dress watch, 33mm AP manual wine with the thinnest movement.
Pure class.
I had a 14790, which I sold way too cheap. They're big money now. And I had a quartz two-tone.
Yeah. I know TGV has a quartz
No,
model.
he doesn't anymore, I don't think.
Oh, he sold it?
Yeah.
I
He
don't
sold
really
it a
keep up
while
with a lot
ago.
of his, I don't keep up with a lot of his videos.
No, me neither, but every once in a while I'll watch like the state of collection, see what
Yeah.
shoes he has.
Yeah. Yeah, I know he had a sub 8 like that
He
he
sold
bought
that
in like
too, though.
15. No, I think he sold the sub 8.
Yeah, he's crazy. I can't believe he sold that.
He
now
sold
he only
that?
has the jingly jangly jubilee.
Yeah, and
So-
he has a day date that he's like in love with, a 36 model.
No, he sold that too.
He sold that too? Yeah.
Oh, he sold
Yeah,
that?
I'm pretty
He sold
sure
that?
he
He
sold
sold
it.
the 36?
Yeah.
He sold it, yeah, because it was the Watchbox watch, and then when they dumped him, he sold it. I think probably
What
out of a
is the
fit of
story
anger.
with that? What is the story with that with him in Watchbox?
Oh
so
my goodness!
he was working
Oh,
with them.
Don't get
That
Archie
video
started on
with
this one.
Tim Lasso, oh boy.
Don't get Archie started on this one.
Okay, so
Well, they basically, I was in negotiations with them. He basically, he went and kissed their ass and said, hey, I'll do anything to do things with you. And once he got there,
He undercut
They
you.
wanted him
That's
to do
basically
work.
what he did. He
What were they
undercut you
offering?
To try and screw you over, basically, right?
what were they offering? Like how much?
well, he obviously had enough to get a day date.
Yeah, but he had like an old ass one. Like,
yeah,
I
it
think
was
from
a
the
36 mil. Like,
Yeah, they didn't offer him that much.
Huh.
but
Interesting.
I don't. Did he get it for free or did he get it for what they paid for? Maybe he paid
Oh,
like.
no, I don't.
No, but I
would
think
do
they
it.
gave him some incentive. They gave him some signing bonus, you know, to
Okay.
come on board. But he left very badly. Here we go. Yankee Doodle, $5. I do business with many successful businessmen. Not one wears a Rolex. Rolex is for the
Very
aspirational
true.
whiz.
Ooh, I disagree.
Look,
I disagree.
but I think Rolex. A lot of men themselves there, they wear Datejust. I think you may.
Yeah,
Look,
Datejust,
Yankee,
I agree. It's for aspirational.
I think a lot of men have the Datejust.
My
you know?
uncle, he's a VP for Purelator marketing in Canada, and he wears the GMT, all black GMT. So
I think there's a lot of look.
Yeah.
You don't. I got to be honest with you. In my country, it's Rolex watches aren't really a big thing. People don't really do that. You know, you see a lot of.
they get one watch, right? One watch, and that's it.
They don't even. They're not even watch people.
Yeah.
They just. You know. They
get like a quartz shitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. But I got to tell you, in Asia, you see doormen with a sub on their wrist or a GM.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Kids from overseas when I was in grad school.
Oh my goodness.
So many watches. Like, I'm
Oh my
talking
goodness.
AP out the ass, Rolex subs, GMTs everywhere.
Bear Clooney watches $2. I love TGV. I love Fed. Archie loves Dog Turd. Thank you, Bear Clooney. I gotta tell you, seriously, there's always, you know, the best thing. TGV is not a competitor. It's other channels like the car channels. TGV brings more people into me than I've given him credit for.
Yeah, I actually
But,
agree with you because I started watching him, but then I transitioned to you
You, yeah. Same.
He's just, you know, he's just too.
because he's
Positive
got like
about
the
everything.
YouTube spotlight, right? Because he has the more subscribers. But once you actually like dig in to YouTube and you actually like do some research, I think it's inevitable for you to find like Tim and Theo and Harris and
Yeah.
Federico and yourself, right?
Yeah, Fed. I don't know if Fed is
I don't
really.
think Fed is on that level, to be fair.
No way.
I gotta
no,
be
he's
honest
not
with
even
you.
close. He's not close, but I think
A
like,
lot of these YouTubers buy views and subs.
You think so? Theo and Harris for sure
100%.
does.
Sorry?
Theo and Harris for sure
Oh,
does. He buys for
Yeah.
sure.
But to
There's
be,
one.
yeah,
the-
I mean, I
There's
don't
one
know.
there's one YouTuber who you know I used to subscribe to, and you saw the subscribers going up drastically, but when they release a video, the video only like gets a couple of hundred views
Yeah.
in the first few hours, and you think, well, if you've got 5,000 subscribers, your video is going to get more than a couple of hundred views in the first 24 hours.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of them are doing it.
Here we go. Stan the Man, $2. Archie, Tudor Royal.
Oh,
Pull it up.
I hate the Royal.
Yeah.
It's so ugly. I think.
Very ugly.
It is.
It
The
looks
Tudor.
like a woman's watch.
Yeah.
No. offense.
Yeah, no, the Tudor's got some terrible,
Yeah.
some absolute stinkers.
Oh.
I don't understand why they even bother. Why would you do this, man?
Hey Archie.
Why?
Archie, do
Why?
you like
Why?
do you
Oh,
like
goodness.
do you like Bark and Jack? That YouTuber?
Look, I gotta tell you, I honestly, I don't think his numbers are 100% kosher.
Oh, really?
He likes you, though. I'm pretty sure he like
kinda
he watches
like
you.
him.
Yeah,
Oh,
Adrian,
for sure.
I've actually spoken to him on the phone. He's look. The thing about him is, he's a bit of. They're always shills. You've got to go two ways in this industry. If you want to get invited to things, you got to kiss their ass.
Yeah, he does media now,
If
so he
you-
has to.
If you tell the truth, they're not going to invite you to anything. You don't understand?
Yeah.
If Oris wants you to say their watch is amazing, well, you can't really tell it's a ripoff,
Yeah.
can you?
Yeah, it's like
you know
Ben
what I
Clymer
mean?
with Hodinky like 10 years ago versus today, right?
Yeah,
Like
and
now he's
I
kind of
love.
sold out a little bit more to the big brands
Yeah.
and even the smaller
Yeah.
ones because he has to.
Oh,
he
man.
has no choice.
Imagine if Ben Clymer asked you to do a talking watch as Archie. Would you do it?
Oh, you have to do it.
Of course I
you
would.
have to
Of
do
course
it.
so. I love Ben Clymer. I've always
Yeah,
liked
I
Ben
agree.
Clymer.
He's-
You know.
Dude, he rules.
He's the, like I don't like what's that guy from Revolution Watch?
Oh,
Waco.
Yeah, Waco.
He's like,
yeah, that's
he's
right.
too pompous, you know. He like tries to show off like he's wealthy, and it's just like
Yeah.
it comes out pompous on screen. I don't like that.
Ben
Like,
Clymer, you
Ben
can tell
Clymer's
really
more
likes watches.
subdued.
Yeah.
Look, Ben Clymer is the reason I went all Patek. You know.
Really?
Yeah, Ben Clymer's actually loaded. I don't know if you know
Yeah,
that.
he's rich,
absolutely.
100%.
What do you mean,
Did
like
you see his
family rich? or-
Patek collection? Oh my goodness, Arch! It's he.
What do you?
Here we go. Very quickly. Yankee Doodle $2. TGV is kindergarten and AC3 is high school.
AC3 is
Nice.
grad school. How dare you?
University, yeah, 100%.
He's a PhD program.
And Sean W. $2.79 Canadian. AC3 thoughts on the new AP. What's your favorite dial? I got to be honest with you. I don't like the size. The 41 I think is too big
Yeah.
because it has no date.
Yeah.
I tell you, if you're going to pick a color, I'd
Blue
probably
yellow.
go for the coral red.
I like yellow. I like the
Get the
yellow.
blue. The blue is.
I think
blue
the
is the only
yellow
one
is
that's
cool.
going to hold value. No.
I think the
Archie,
yellow is cool.
Archie, you've missed a couple of super chats. You've missed Man on the
Yeah, let's
Poon,
go.
and you've missed Koos Kalkman.
Here we go. Man on the Poon, $2. Thank you very much. And Kaus Kochman, $5. Showcase is right. Pelagos is a great watch. I own the blue. It is a nice addition. Yes, it is. It's a great watch.
Right,
Left
yeah.
hand one is special as well, isn't it? Left hand.
Left-hand drive, yeah. I think.
Yeah, left hand
I
drive.
think the Tudor Pelagos is about the only luxury tool watch on the market.
Mm,
Yes.
I mean, the
Yes.
Seamaster, you can argue, is the
No,
luxury.
See, Rolex.
But it's a bit
Rolex
more
has gone
bling,
from
I
being a
agree.
tool
I agree.
watch.
It's jewelry.
It's gone from being a tool watch to a watch for tool.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
agree. It's a bit more blingy because the center. I don't like the bracelets either from Omega.
If you,
But I gotta tell you, seriously, I think the honest answer is there. With as far as these watches go, you know, I think Rolex is not going to get any more accessible. It's not going to get any cheaper. I think, and I don't think Rolex, because see, Rolex is a charitable trust.
Yeah.
I don't think they are really going to stuff this up. Because Richmond stuffed it up. They had the mantle. Mr. C, $1. Thank you so much. I got to tell you, I think Rolex may just hang on to this. Where Rolex does many bad things is they don't service older models, and if you send a vintage in, they'll change parts. You can really destroy the value
Yeah.
of vintage.
That's criminal.
Patek is different to that. Patek is different. Look, but I got to tell you,
But I don't
honestly,
think Rolex is going anywhere. They're just going to ride their momentum and just keep churning up.
here we go. GB, $2. $2 GB. I have a man on the moon. Thanks to Arch. Thank
We
you.
all did.
I got to tell you, what I think's going to happen. You know what I think's going to happen is I think collectors, like young guys like this panel here, you're going to have one or two Rolex, and you have other stuff. You have a Breitling, you have an Omega,
Yeah.
hopefully a man on the
I have
moon.
the PAM 183
You will-
that I was saying earlier.
You'll have a PAM, and what you'll do is the Rolex will be the grail. That's
Yeah.
what's going to happen, because
No.
the Rolex is so expensive. Even if you could get a Submariner date at retail, it's still bloody expensive.
Yeah. How
Right.
much is the
And-
sub date again, Arch? Brand new?
The sub date. Look, I've got Australian prices, you guys,
Yeah.
but I think it's about 10, isn't it? 10 and a
Yeah.
half or something.
I paid-
What's the US price on that?
I paid 8 for the no date. Brand new.
Okay, so normally it's about $1,500 more
Yeah.
for the date one, so just under. But the thing is, the problem is, I think what's going to happen is the Rolex will become the grail. People will have one Rolex because they're so dear.
Yeah.
That's what'll happen.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm looking
And
at?
I think-
Bang per buck, hot horology, Breguet. Breguet
Yeah.
tanks.
Breguet is awesome.
Yeah,
But
big
the
time.
problem
It's
with
soft.
Breguet is
Just so soft.
look. No, the Breguet's a great watch. They are soft. The problem is, I think with Breguet you cannot wear it everywhere. They are still quite delicate.
There's the Marine though. The Marine and steel is quite nice.
But look, I had the Type 20, and it's
I
not
love
really.
that Type 20.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
nice
it's
one.
I
beautiful,
love
but-
that Type
but-
20. When you had it on a NATO.
But it's actually still quite delicate. It is quite delicate.
Really?
Like
It's a steel top.
when you look at the Rolex itself, the steel is that really strong steel.
904 steel,
I've got-
baby.
It's amazing. That 904 steel
That's-
is amazing, and also I think the shape of the Rolex, it stops it getting. The coin edging is easy to stuff one of the lines up on it. It's just delicate. I'm sorry to say this to you. I think Rolex. I honestly think if you can get one Rolex That's fantastic. I don't think you necessarily need a big swag of them. The other reason is too, let me say this, what's happened is, you know, going back 20 years ago, if you had 3 or 4 watches, you were a collector.
Yeah. 3 or 4
Now
is nothing,
it seems
yeah.
to be you need 20, 10 to 20 to 30. You know what I mean? Like, that's not even a big, that's not even a, you're not even a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So many people.
Mhm.
I think that's
And I
because
gotta
the
be honest
wealth
with
gap
you.
has just increased insanely.
But I gotta say, honestly, I think really if you can have one Rolex,
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
that's
yeah.
actually a very
That's
good
like a
achievement.
life
That's
achievement, right? I guess.
I think, yeah.
it is.
I'm thinking I'm just gonna sit on my one Rolex for a while.
Look, a Rolex, you could buy a very decent car for the price of a Steel Sports, can't you?
I don't know
Yeah.
about a very decent car, but you can
No,
get
you
a
could buy
car
a Camry,
Like a used-
second-hand
a
Camry,
used
three-year-old
reliable
Camry with low Ks.
Yeah, exactly.
for $9,000.
Yeah, you.
Well-
Not new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if
Hey,
you can
listen-
get a
Okay,
used
maybe
one,
4-year-old, but you can get a very usable car.
yeah, usable car,
That
yeah.
sort of usable,
Yeah.
usable. Sean W, $2.79. AC3, would you collaborate with Bruce Williams?
Oh, I thought it was Bruce
I
Willis
actually
at
like
first.
Bruce, though. Honestly, I actually like Bruce.
Look, I got to tell you honestly, I've done a few collaborations. Just hang on 1 minute, I'll answer this here. Billy Ray Valentine $1. I got to be honest with you, I have done collabs in the past. I did that one for CoffeeZilla.
Oh yeah, I watched
Right.
that. That was funny.
And then what they did is they cut the video up. They took it completely out of context.
Yeah.
And I got to be honest with you, I don't think I'd do anymore. I've had enough. You know what I mean? I
Bruce
honestly,
Williams. He's the one that fucked up that Air King, right? Like his buddy's Rolex, and he was crying about it.
yeah.
poor
Look, I got to
guy.
be honest with you. I do a thing, but I don't want to go and kiss his ass.
Yeah,
if he comes
Why
to me,
would you kiss his ass?
look,
I wouldn't go on his channel either.
look, I've done collabs
You
with
would-
people
yeah,
before.
you're-
They're always difficult.
He
Yeah.
would need to kiss
You know,
your
I-
ass, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, look, it's just such a pain in the ass.
He does
you
it
know,
full
I
time
just
too now, right?
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video where
Okay.
he broke his friend's watch, where he ran over
I
it.
know that was great.
That was everywhere. I saw it on so many forums. I think even did
Yes.
Hodinkee like do an article on it?
I don't know.
I
That
think
I
they might have.
Man on the Poon, $5. I laughed when a Tudor AD told me they don't offer discounts on the Pelagos line, even when I offered cash. Best they would do was 5%.
that's-
Laughable.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Most
Look-
ADs don't do discounts, or
But
at
it
least in
doesn't
my
make sense.
experience.
Ooh.
They're gonna sell it to gray
Here we go.
market.
Toyota Mo says Bruce is a sellout.
Whoa. I mean, he promotes like Glashuta and all those guys, so I guess
Yeah.
maybe I don't know.
He was on the Cliver's live stream the other day.
Oh, can I ask you
Cool.
something, Arch?
Sure.
On the reverso,
Sure.
is the steel like hard wearing like a Rolex, or is it a bit softer?
Let me just answer this.
Oh, yeah,
Kaus
go
Kaufman, €2. Which Rolex is easiest to get from the AD for a man?
Air King, probably.
Nothing.
Air King.
Nothing.
Oyster Perpetual,
Datejust.
Data.
Two-tone Datejust.
Oh yeah, well we're talking
That's
about.
all you're
Datejust.
getting is
I thought we were
Data.
talking about steels.
Yeah. No. Okay. Well, sorry. You're asking me. Look, I got the reverso. No. Actually, I got to be totally honest with you here. I'm actually wearing my reverso now.
Yeah.
That steel is like chocolate. Okay.
That's what
Oh really?
And the thing is about it is, I got to tell you, man, it's also got very smooth, flat, highly polished surfaces. They are scratch and ding magnets. Okay. It's very unforgiving. The steel seems soft. I love my reverso. Don't get me wrong. I really do love my reverso.
I love that strap you have on it.
That's
that
actually
chocolate.
a Theo
The
and
Type
Harris
1
strap.
TM.
That's a
Yeah.
Theo. Yeah, it's a Theo and Harris strap. He actually gave it to me at a good price. He's cool like that. But I got to be honest with you. The steel on the reverso itself, there. Totally honest with you. No, it's nowhere near a Rolex.
Because I wanted to get.
I mean, it is a dress watch now.
Yeah.
It's a dress watch now, isn't it? What's a reverso? Is that a sports watch or a dress
No,
watch?
it's
That's
dress
a
watch.
That's a dress watch. Hey Arch,
Yeah.
let me ask you something. So you remember
Sure.
when you had the Milgauss, the Air King, and the Explorer? Remember when you had those three at the
Yes.
same time? Out of
yes.
those three, which one did you like the best, or which one would you recommend? Because I'm going for a second one, and it's between
Look.
those three.
Look, okay. Let's work in reverse. Which one did I like least? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Air
I
King.
would have to say the Air King. The Air King is the weakest link.
It's the
Okay.
ugliest one. Let's be honest.
It actually
Yeah.
is nicer in real life when
It's
It
you
is,
got
nice,
it.
yeah.
ugly duckling.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, so it basically uses the Milgauss 40 mil case. I don't know if you know that.
It's
Okay.
the same as a Milgauss size-wise.
Okay. So then I would say that. Now out of the two,
Yeah.
Milgauss or an Air King. Sorry, Milgauss or an Explorer.
Yeah.
Look, to me, the Explorer one had significance because my first Rolex was a 1016, which was an
We all
Explorer
know.
one plastic,
Very
right?
beautiful. Yeah.
And that's too small. It's 36 mil, too
Wait,
small.
36 is 39.
No.
My
Oh,
original
your old
one.
one.
Yeah, the
Your old one. Yeah.
So the 39 is like a modern version of it. So to me, it's special. I got to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of the GV. You know, the green tinge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I had the non-GV. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, did you have the black dial? You had the black dial. right?
Yes,
Yeah, the black
yes, I
dial, yeah.
did.
And you had the
I
Mark
think-
1 Explorer, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
So
correct.
much. Yeah.
Look, if I could get one back, my Milgauss was no box or paper. Well, it had box but no papers. If I could get one of those back, I'd take the Explorer because it
Explorer.
was full box papers one, and it reminds me of my. But that's not to say the I reckon the Milgauss is a very. I love that second hand. It had that
The lightning
staggered
hand.
orange. I love orange. Orange is such a cool
But I agree
color
with you,
there.
dude. I
I'm
agree
gonna
with
get-
you because
got a
the
super chat,
Milgauss
Arch.
has the polished center links, no?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yes,
yeah.
actually, hang on there. Billy Ray Valentine, $2. I love my Casio. Man on the Moon FM Reverso. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
another awesome,
Toyota Mo, $5. Thoughts on the blue dial Yachtmaster? I
Oh,
gotta
that's
be
a good
honest with
value.
you.
That's actually.
I
good.
like the blue dial, but I'd prefer to have a
Overpriced.
sub. Sorry, I'd
Overpriced.
prefer to have a sub. Prefer to have
Listen,
a sub.
Archie, I'm gonna
Yeah.
make a move. It's gonna be a bit late over here. in
See
the
you
UK.
later. Thank you so much,
Have a good
Showcase.
one.
I appreciate your
Showcase.
support.
Nice
Bye,
talking to you
Showcase.
guys. Catch you later.
Catch you later.
Look, I got to tell you seriously, guys. Those three watches I had there,
I think I'm gonna get the Explorer.
they
I
were
think that's my
amazing.
second one.
I look back on it and think, why did I find it so hard to get any Rolex now. You know that? It's,
But the
Well,
Mark
yes.
1 Dial Explorer is still good value as well.
sorry?
Mark 1 Dial Explorer is still good value as well.
I think those are gonna go up for
I
sure.
agree.
I think they got potential. They got potential. You know, I think they've got, but I got to tell you honestly, man, I think for you, with the Porsche,
Yeah.
Get the Milgauss. It's more flashy. You got the polished center link.
No, that's the thing. I don't like flashy watches.
Yeah,
I
then
think
I work in
myself,
an
if I were
office.
you, I would try and get an Explorer too. I think you got a no date sub and an Explorer, and then
Archie.
you add a Man on the Moon. You got a
My
three-piece
wrists
combo
are
meal
tiny.
deal.
My wrists are tiny. I have an under 6.5
Okay.
inch wrist.
Okay. Explorer 1 is beautiful.
yeah, Explorer 1.
Let me tell you that Explorer 1.
Mark 1 Dial.
Why
Get the
don't you
Mark-
go for the 36 then if you're tiny?
Because that's lame.
Yeah,
You don't get a
good.
You don't get a
36
36
is
arch.
lady.
Come on.
Yeah, you don't. You
Let
don't
the
get
ladies watch.
Yeah, it's
but-
the ladies.
I'm gonna get the 30 or the 39
Yeah,
mil
39,
Explorer
39,
for sure.
39,
I don't even
yeah,
have
yeah.
that big of a wrist, and I still wear like the Pan 183. That's 45 millimeters. So and
You know
it's
it's a
still-
bargain. But you
It's
know it's a
still-
bargain. But if you really wanted to, why don't you get a 16234?
What's
It's
that?
a steel date just,
Oh yeah.
no
With
holes.
the-
Get a no holes case one. That's a 36 mil. It's a date just. It wears bigger than 36.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just of the elk where like I have
You want sports? One
I
sports?
have
Sports.
I have
Steel
credence.
sports. Steel sports.
I have a credence with a couple ADs. I've helped a few friends get I helped a few friends get watches at a couple ADs, so like I have purchase history with them, so I can get stuff new in LA. So it's
Yeah.
like
I would.
if I
Get
can
the
do
ex-
it.
go, call
Milk
that
it.
favor in now. Go and
Yeah,
get
milk
it.
it.
If you
Milk
can
it,
get it,
milk
man,
it,
get the
and then-
Explorer for God's sake. Go and get it.
Yeah.
Well,
What are you wasting time on the show for? Go and
Well,
get
it's
it now.
I don't know. I feel weird buying watches during COVID time because it's
Why?
Kind
like
of weird. You put it on your credit card.
no, I have the money for it. It's not
Go and
a
get it
problem.
then.
But I don't know,
Go
man.
and
It
get
just
it.
doesn't feel right buying watches during COVID. for
Why
me.
not?
It's just, it feels weird, dude. There's people don't have jobs. Like,
So
people are
what?
losing their
If
businesses.
If you work hard, you earned it. Like, what does it matter? Forget the moral argument that you have
some
to be,
businesses
like,
are
high
doing
and
very
mighty.
well at the moment. You know
Dude,
this?
I know my friend's family. They had a restaurant in their hometown for like 30 years. It just went under. They closed up shop like last month.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah,
But
dude.
that's
And
what
then
happens. Like, when the government mismanages stuff, that's what happens, right?
Well, it's luck too in business, man. There is a thing. You can't always. You know what I mean? There's so many industries that are affected. The travel industry, travel agents, they're gone almost.
Yeah,
but 20 years ago, stockbrokers were dying. Stockbrokers. People now just trade online. Well, you don't need a stockbroker.
Yeah, financial advisors are useless now.
Well, exactly. You know what I mean? It looks, financial advisors, they can, no, I think they can give good advice, but
no, they sell crappy mutual funds. Just buy an index fund; it's way better.
The truth is, right?
Index fund.
The truth is, I listen to Dave Ramsey a bit, right?
Yeah, he likes mutual funds.
Yeah.
But the thing about Dave Ramsey is, if you want to get rich, you've got to be a tight ass and have no fun in life.
But he also doesn't spend at all. So, like, he doesn't take any risk, right? And success, there's a bit of luck involved. And if you don't take any risks, you're never going to get lucky.
Yeah, there is a lot of luck. I think you have to have, in my country, you can't own property if you don't have some debt. Because properties in my country, it's like California, okay? An average house in Brisbane is $500,000 plus.
Jesus
more than that in LA.
Yeah, LA is unviable. Forget
you gotta
it.
get
Sydney is $1 million. Sydney's $1 million Aussie. That's 700. It's just ridiculous, I tell you. But look, that's how it works in this world. There is no guarantees. People can go broke all the time.
But Arch, foreclosure crisis. What about the foreclosure crisis that we're probably gonna hit, right?
Oh,
the showcase watches £5. Good night, guys. Rolex, buying through COVID is fine. Your purchase will help support a local business and help support the economy. Now is the time
should I
to
call
buy.
Tomorrow? Should I call him tomorrow?
100%. Cash in while you can, because then
and you know what? Seriously, the thing is, this is so strange. You'll probably find that Rolexes, even when the economy's gone bad, they will go up. If the government's printing money, you don't want to have money in your bank.
Yeah.
One, you're going to earn so little money. You want something which will retain value or rise. Rolex is an international hedge. Okay, it's like money in the bank. Okay. So as long as you're not too pushed, if you've got a couple car payments up your sleeve and this and that, Rolex is amazing, man.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a call tomorrow.
And it'll make you happy, man. Look, what's going to make you happy in life? Don't go crazy on the debt, but a watch. You know what? You're much better off to buy a watch than fancy threads.
Yeah.
Or fancy sneakers.
Hey, yeah, I mean it's true. You're right. You can always get your money back on a watch.
That's exactly.
And which watch?
Yeah, Rolex is better. Guys, I'm going to wrap this show up. I want to thank you for coming on. This has been a great show. This has been fantastic. We're bouncing. We're talking.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, man.
Yeah, it's
I hope
great.
I can come back.
Yeah. Hey. I want to open up the show so people can just jump on. I don't want the nastiness. Before we had people who just nasty, and that was
too toxic. I agree.
We want to talk watches. We're here to talk. We love. At the end of the day, we love the wristwatches.
Give the people what they want on it.
Man on the Poon, $2. Good show, Arch. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow. Love you guys. Stay safe. Enjoy your watches, and guys, you don't need to have 10. You don't need to have, just take it slowly. Build a collection slowly. That's all you need to do. Enjoy life. See you later, guys.